Right, hello there. Well, we're in France, and as probably as the title of this video says, we are at Etang, Maison, Verre in France. It is more or less the first week in September 2019, and we are fishing. We've only been here about an hour, just set up. I've just cast a couple of rods out just to get them in the water. I haven't found any spots or anything, so just to go over, yeah, Etang, Maison, Verre. We have 3 lakes here. This is the main Carp lake, and behind us, if I can pan over to there, that is our accommodation. It is first class, nice kitchen, there's a living room, television, 2 ensuite bedrooms, another separate toilet. It's all in there, so we've got barbecue and everything outside. The legend of carp fishing is setting up over there, Mr. C. And behind us here, we have another shed there for the use of, with equipment in. And over in the corner over there, which we cannot see at the moment, but we've had a walk around, there's another carp lake with smaller carp in, and behind that there's a catfish. Now we can use all 3 of these. It's all secured, lock gate. We're in here. This is ours for the week. With the main carp lake, this is its first year being run, so the kiss of death, we should catch. The catch rates have been quite good this year, so we're looking forward to catching 1 or 2. We went round earlier up to the shallow end and there was carp everywhere. I reckon we can really have them on floaters up there later. We should be able to pick a few off on the bottom as well, from we call it the house swim. So yeah, the rods are just out. Really, I baited it. I just lobbed them out into the middle. Just for now, I'm gonna get them in a minute. Have a lead around and see if I can find some spots. Margin looks inviting, a few tree lines. So this is where we are, Etang, Maison, Verre. It all looks good. So you should see some action. Hopefully on that cat lake. On the cat lake, I think there's about nine cats, and they go to £200. We've got some cat gear, so we're going to try that for sure, definitely later in the week. So we're a bit of luck. We get some fish this trip, eh? Still the first night, and yeah, we've just been into action there. We've had, no, Gary's, I've had nothing. So Gary's had a 23 pound mirror, yep. Nice fish. Oh, I'm topped over there. And we've just had Gary's just had a sturgeon. So 32. Yeah, wiped out all his rods. Then it just blew a bit of a hoolie for about 2 minutes before it started to rain a bit. But it just blew over now. So yeah, 2 fish on the first night. We've already found a couple of spots. So on this right hand side, I look up. We've been noticing the fish topping regularly on the right hand side. I'm in this bottom left hand corner on Sod's Law at the moment. We haven't seen diddly down there. They're topping quite a lot down the far end of the lake, and when we walked round earlier down that far end, there was thousands of fish down there. So if we maybe we'll go down tomorrow, have a bit of floater fishing, or just let it fish the bottom. We might push them back up here. So already first night, you watch and watch and watch. We've seen nothing in the corner. I haven't had a touch. Gary's had 2. We've seen them topping down this far end, and yeah, so it's a decent start. And then look at this loss. Look. Have a look at the loss. This is the loss. Look at that. Hey, that's nice. Lovely, very nice in there. I'm staying here. I'm not going to fish it out tonight. Gary's going to bivvy out. I'm going to sleep in there tonight, and I'm going to bit up early and fish. So yeah, I'm going to have a good night's kip, and I'll have to take advantage of the nice accommodation. Why not? We paid for it. It's lovely in there. Telly, the lot, and not going to be watching telly. We might even have a barbecue in a minute and have an earlier night. We was up early, like most people like to come to France. Early train, up about 4 in the morning. So have a refresh, and we'll go. But yeah, 2 fish on the first night for Gaz, and things are looking positive. We've already, we're watching. We've sort of said, because they were topping 3/4 of the way down, really we'd be better off fishing the left hand bank and fishing across to them. And anyway, that might push them around a bit anyway. So yeah, nice start, nice to get some fish. So we haven't always set out a lot on the first night, but we're away. Nice one. This is the first day now, so it's Sunday morning, and yeah, I slept in the nice accommodation, which is right behind me. So we'll have a look in there later. So it's all mod cons in there, really tidy. The legend of carp fishing.
Morning.
who isn't here, but Gary's here. Yeah, Gary fished last night. He had a couple of fish pretty soon, and when I got up this morning, his rods were gone in, and he kept in there. So he had a couple of carp. What you said, a smaller one, and
smaller one, and a low 20.
And a 20. So that, yeah, it's good. He says there's a lot of crashing. I've just cast out. In fact, I've nicked his pod. I've just cast out. I had nothing. It's relatively quiet. Seen a lot of carp to the far end of the lake. Probably like getting that away from my mug. So they do seem, for what's showing, there's bound to be fish everywhere, but what's showing do seem to be further up the shallower end of the lake, so we'll probably go out there and fish that anyway. That's where they seem to be. If nothing else, we can catch them. We might push a few down. We might be able to do it a float fishing up there. I think I said that yesterday. So that's the plan today. It's probably about 7:30, nearly 8 o'clock, so yeah, we haven't exactly jumped out of bed, but yeah, there's no need. No, we're on holiday as well, so not need to rush. So that'll be our day today, and see if we can catch a fish. I haven't caught one yet, so try it today. Well, first fish here for me. We have come around the side. Made sense. The fish were up here, but this isn't a carp because I've already seen it jump, and it's what Gary had last night. It's a sturgeon. But we don't get too many. But anyway, yeah, it's nice to get off the mark. It's a nice bright morning. I've got to concentrate to get this in. Yeah, it came right up on its tail, which they tend to do. Though Gary's one didn't last night. But do give a good account of themselves.
Yeah, they've got a bit of fight in them.
I thought I had this under control a minute ago. And a bit of tail walking. That's better. Yeah, a bit like catfish, quite strong.
They're shaped like a torpedo.
Ground on them now. Nice view from up here. Oh, man's done me video camera and the net. Thank you, mate.
Let's get there. Come on. Outside, just out the sun.
Yeah, you're going to have to get used to that camera. You're best to stay still, really.
It'll be interesting to see if it's broadly the same one that I caught yesterday.
No!
I reckon this is bigger.
No, I don't think so. Like an Amazon red-tailed catfish, they know where to go all the time. Probably the same bloody one.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, come on. It's definitely not bigger than your one.
No, it's not, is it? I'm quite surprised at that. They gave a much better account of itself than the one that...
Okay, we're going to get organised. Oh, did you? Yeah. We're going to get organised and sort this thing out safely and get it back. So, Monday afternoon. So this morning, I just got the sturgeon. We really went around the lake the carp lake with one rod each, just stalking. Thought we'd probably nick a carp, but we didn't. So we've had some dinner. Go back to the carp lake later. But where we are now, this moody looking lake, this is the Catfish lake. Now, I think there's about 9 catfish in here, and they go to somewhere near £200. I think one was stocked at 190, hasn't come out for a couple of years. So it actually looks the scene. That's a moody lake. So at the moment, the bait's out. I've got a block rig, which is the six stinky pellets and a pop-up, and I'm just out in the channel. Obviously, you know, a catfish this size, we're geared up. We've got the equipment to deal with it should we get one. Just one rod, strong rod, Shimano funness reel. So I've got the gear. No idea. Yeah, that's the one. So yeah, let's see what we're doing. Gary's just next to me, and we're gonna work this area for like an hour or so. I mean, these pellets stink, so I think they're not exactly great sight feeders, are they? So if a catfish is near, I reckon they're going to home in on that smell. So we'll give it an hour here. If we don't, we'll move along the bank. I think I don't know how much they move around. I know some they're a bit territorial. I think they like to sit up and wait for their prey. But look, who knows? So we're on the catfish lake. I'm going to give it 2 or 3 hours on here and see what we get before we move back to the evening session, back down at the carp lake. So yeah. If we get one, it could be all about hell breaks loose, but we'll deal with that when we get one. If we get one. Oh, all action. The catfish is nearly in. We'd forgotten one thing. Gaz nipped back to the lodge. About a minute after he went, his rod flew off. So I've been battling this beast for about 5 or 6 minutes. It's taken me everywhere. Thank God we got a strong tackle. Well, there'd be no point. So yeah, I followed it on probably about 6 or 7 minutes before Gaz has now just come back with our waistling, and I've handed the rod over. I was getting a bit worried by myself. It's only about 5 minutes back to the lodge, really. So yeah, Gaz has got it. It did an almighty. It tried to get in them bushes there. They do fight. I'm going to have to put the rod down in a minute to get sorted. Yeah, it's a good rod, yeah. So there is our capture. It looks like we've got it relatively in front of us. I mean, it went on some monstrous strong runs, and I must admit, my rod might have not held it.
Can't share.
So I'm going to put the camera down because I could have gone with the safety bit of this fish. Right, we've moved swim. We weighed that catfish. It was £70. You know, even though we got the tripod and the weight sling, yeah, when you haven't had a big catfish for a long time, it's just getting used to weighing them safely, putting them back. I mean, they deserve no less respect than a carp, but nevertheless, saying that they are awkward. They are so flipping big and slippery. You've got to have the gear, and you know, you got to treat them with respect. And you know, I mean that. If you haven't got it, you shouldn't be doing it. And even for us, we've done it before. It was still we still a couple of times scratched our head. You know, they're so big, but we got it back. And yeah, anyway, cut long story short. So yeah, that was Gary's rod, and he just disappeared back to get our catfish waist sling. It was the one thing we forgot. And sun's out here now. And yeah, when he came back, I'd more or less done 3/4 of fight. So it's a it's sort of a shared fish, really. He probably kicked himself. He went back at that time because he hadn't really caught a big catfish. So, but never mind. We have moved because that thing kicked up a right blooming whatsoever. So we've moved down to the front tip of the lake now. So look where I am. I'm over there. So this is the other end of the lake. I'm panning around slowly. I mean, where we were was only 30-second walk around there, but that catfish, as they do, they're hard to stop, even though Gary's got a specialist catfish rod, which was an absolute godsend because I haven't. I've just got a strong rod. Yeah, it did the job. But a couple of times, as they do, it nearly got under a tree, nearly got in the lilies, and I was determined to stop it because it'd probably been game over. So yeah, one caught. We just got to catch another 8, and if there's one at under 90 odd pound, pushing 200 crumbs or Riley. I'll come back to me. Do well to stop that. Well, Monday morning, the sun is out. It's probably, I've got no idea what the time is. It must be about midday. So today we've just got the rods out. We've been at the supermarket, at a massive shop. The one thing about having such the facilities with the lodge and the freezer and that, we brought, hopefully now Monday, we've more or less brought all we need for the rest of the week, so we can stop faffing around and I can actually do some fishing. So I haven't spent too many hours with my rods in this lake, having done floater fishing. Anyway, right, we're midday, we're out. We are midpoint. We are from the house bank, which the house is back down that way, and we're midpoint. Gary, and the rods are out. I put a little bit of bait out, 2 rods, and I'm not going to do anything for 3 or 4 hours now. Gary's hinting that we might have a go on the Catfish Lake. If I do catch a couple, maybe I'll go catfishing for a couple of hours. If I don't, I'm going to sit out here, because it's quite nice. The weather's supposed to be not quite so good as the week goes, so it's nice and sunny. I'm going to sit down and take it easy and see if we can. Let's see if I can catch a fish. Gary fished last night. I don't know how many did you have in the end?
Only one over.
Oh, just one. Just say, well, that the one this morning when I got up. Oh, okay. So Gary fished last night. It was quite a cool night, and yeah, he only had the one. So I don't know how many we've had in total. A dozen or so. How many we had, mate? Get back to him. How many we had?
12.
12. That was a good guess. So 12. What about them 2 poisson chats? Does that count in them?
No.
Oh, so that's 14. Now in the Catfish Lake, just for tip, if you are in the Catfish Lake, I noticed my we were using the block rig, so that's 3 pellets each side, so 6 pellets and a big pop up, and it was pulling away, and I brought it in twice just to check it out, and I had the old poisson chats on there, so you know, no big deal. No, I know, as long as you know, you're okay. So yeah, if you're fishing it, just keep an eye on that. And the actual the chat had pierced itself completely, side hooked itself on the hook, so there we go. But still, we got one, didn't we? So nice one. So Monday would have been at work. Now I'm on holidays, so I'm going to just sit down here, relax, and hopefully catch a nice carp. Right, Tuesday morning. Guys, it's about 8:30. I slept in. Blimey. Nice when you're in a comfortable bed in there. So yeah, Tuesday morning, the sun is out, the lake looks lovely, and after yesterday going to getting shopping and then going back up the Cat Lake and not really spending too many hours, I'll get on with some fishing. And so yesterday I had a couple of carp. I lost one. Yeah, all good. So we're by the lodge. I'll just take you around. I'll have a little go in there, show you the accommodation as we go. But yeah, this is our lodge. All tidy-ish. Try to keep tidy all the time. Tidy up. You can end up coming back, getting your rigs ready, messing around. You have things everywhere. But yeah, it's not very nice accommodation. So yeah, Tuesday morning, let's go on with some fishing. Well, Tuesday afternoon, I'm on the Catfish Lake. I'm minding my business, almost falling asleep. Rod's on the floor, and next minute, off she goes, tearing away. Yeah, what a carnage is out there, but cut a long story short, I was struggling to, I don't know why, I was struggling to tighten up my drag enough, even though this is, you know, and I couldn't, it went for the pads and I was trying to tighten it up. Cut a long story short, it managed to get into the lily pads, you know, debris everywhere out there, it's bubbles and that, and I don't know if you can see, it straightened the hook. Now these are catfish hooks, but hey-ho, I think if I could have stopped it from getting in them pads, I was tightening him, come on, tighten. Of course it was already tight, but you know you're dealing with fish, you know, 100 pound plus, and I'm almost had that drag as tight as I could get it, and it was still taking line, so I couldn't stop it from getting underneath the pads, and eventually, like we say, there's that little bad boy straightened. So yeah, annoying. Maybe poor angle, I don't know, I shouldn't have let it get in there somehow, but you know, I had to stop. I got the rod, guys, actually I swapped from the rod I was using to a spod rod, and then I've got strong braid on, but yeah, that's so powerful. Hey, it's gone, lost it, blew it today, maybe have to come back tomorrow. So we've had 2 catfish runs, but yeah, disappointing, never mind, my fault. No, that's down. Right, after the battle with the catfish and been defeated, the new rig is tied, as we saw. Rubbish. So now, tied a new one. And we have the eagle claw hooks. So Catmaster braid, ready for a new go with the block rig. But I'm still sure that didn't help. My clutch was, I just couldn't tighten it up. So operator error, I think, was after, once it got in that pads I was struggling, but I shouldn't have let it get in. But we'll live to fight another day, and we can see from the gauge of that one, it's stronger. Hey-ho, so we'll be trying that one tomorrow. Wednesday morning, I've been fishing for about 2 hours further up the lake. The run seems to have dried up there. The wind's got up slightly, it's a little bit cooler, so we decided we've come back down to the main bowl of the lake in front of the house. It's a bit deeper water here. I want to concentrate, try and get some bait really in one area now to fish for the last couple of days. We haven't picked up is any bigger fish. So the plan is, the wind's got up, as you can maybe see with the ripple. It's a little bit cooler. It's a deeper water here, so we're going to concentrate on here maybe for an hour or so. Then we're going to go back to the Catfish Lake and give that a go for like 2 or 3 hours. Now probably for the rest of our fishing here, we'll probably concentrate down here. We've been doing okay up at the top, not sort of catching loads, but certainly not bigger fish. So this is the plan: deeper water, the wind's blowing down here, put some bait in down this end of the lake, and maybe for the rest of our days fish here. So we'll give that a go. Right, we're off to the Catfish Lake. So just so you get an idea where the lakes are, it's actually started to drizzle a bit. We go from the main lake, house lake, this way. Rod in hand. Here's this borrowed pickles bucket. Barrow, which is pretty convenient. So through this little path, trundling away to the bridge, where we come to the middle lake, which I think Bill's put small fish in, small carp and bits and pieces in. So yeah, up we come it, and now we come to this little lake, which is available for us to fish, but we haven't cast a line in it. Up the path, up the grass, all cut so it's all tidy. There's another lake on your left, which I guess belongs to somebody else. Did see some people fishing it at the weekend. I think they were French people. Yeah, we were thinking of having a go on the little lake, but not sure we will now. I think the cats used to be in this lake. Well, they were, because Billy said on his website, he's moved the cats from this middle lake to the Catfish Lake we're going on. And so we've done 3 afternoons on the Catfish Lake. We've landed one, and yesterday was the one where I got beaten up and the hook straightened. So today, stronger hook. This little path undercover. Now generally we're sort of fishing 2 swims here. Probably you could squeeze in some especially, but you know, when you're dealing with catfish you've got to have room. Their safety is important, just as it is with carp. So we've been fishing this swim. Actually, when we walked up one day, right in that bottom left hand corner, one took off. So one lives down there. If you ever, something swell down there now, a small fish. Yeah, there's a little lodge over there, and it's like a spit up the middle, so you can fish this swim, but we'll start off around the corner. Gary's left his rods up here. It seems very safe around here. There's not much, don't see many people. So yeah, we bought a tripod because my tripod and scale, so if you're going to weigh these things at all, you've got to be careful and do it properly. So, and the fish, the second place we've been fishing is up here. Ducking for some branches, and yeah, this is where we've caught the 2 fish so far. No, we haven't caught 2, we caught 1 and lost 1. So Gaz has been going on the left, I've been going on the right. The fish that I did get was, I'm going to use my rod as a marker out to that point, and the one I got yesterday, raindrops on the lens, was there. So yeah, we're going to spend 2 or 3 hours here. So I just thought I'd give you a little walk around so you get an idea of where the lakes are on the complex. In the bag, nice one. Hello, Thursday morning, probably about 11 o'clock, half 11, somewhere around there. This morning, in fact, Gary's just had another fish, probably about 20 pound. Last night, probably about 8 o'clock, I had that 34 pound 10 common, which was nice. Biggest carp of the week so far, so it's nice to get into maybe some of the bigger ones. I think the move down to fishing the main area, the deeper water in front of the main bank is proving a good idea. Maybe we're not getting quite so many, but it doesn't matter. We've had plenty of fish this week. So the rest of the day, we're going to go back up to Catfish. I know Gary's keen to get a catfish. He's seen me hook one and get one in on his rod when he disappeared, and the one I lost. So I think he's keen, definitely keen for that action, some of that. So we'll go up there. Yes, actually it's a nice day. It was a bit colder earlier, so yeah, I've got my rods out, 2 rods. I've never had more than 2 rods out. Couldn't get 3, but farmer, he's been combine thing, go away. Actually, it's very quiet here. You apart from this farmer, you hear nothing, so it's a very peaceful place. So yeah, so I've never had more than 2 rods out, and now I'm on the bank. Also with the main lodge, and I've got behind me, you have this very handy cabin inside there. There's a fridge and bits and pieces in there, so yeah, and a table and that, which there it is. Oh, there you go, the table I'm just using. So I'm fishing the dam wall here, well it's not the dam's over the main wall, and Gary is still over in front of bivvied up in front of the lodge over there. I know last night he did have a couple of catfish. That was the night before, and that was the night before. He had a couple of small catfish and a sturgeon. Actually we've caught, I think we must have caught about 6 sturgeon. I don't know how many. I know at least 2 of them have been the same. I've had 2 come off. They're quite a novelty, the sturgeon, but for me, it wouldn't be for me, AO. You know, I think every time now we've had one on, you know, oh, it's the sturgeon again. I actually feel sorry for them really, because they pick up anything, but yeah, probably after the novelty of catching one, yeah, it wouldn't be for me, but there you go. They're certainly good fighters, but you have to give them a bit, when you do catch them, give them a bit of time to recover, because they put a lot into it, so yeah, give them that extra bit of care and time. But there we go. So this afternoon, back up that cat lake, see if we can get a run. We've had 4 goes on there, twice we've hooked and twice we've blanked, so 50%, maybe today's to catch one again. We're back up the cat lake. My rod, I forgot my rod was as normal, but it doesn't matter, because for sure you know when it goes. So yeah, well I'm fishing where I hooked one and lost one, which is just there. Gary is just to my left, one rod each. And I think actually when you get one, it's so much chaos at the end, you might as well go again. But Gary, that's where I caught the 70 over there, and the other bay's around the corner. So yeah, our rate is, this is our 4th visit to the Cat Lake. Landed one, smashed to bits by 1 and 2 blanks, but we have quite enjoyed it. It's just, you know, if it hadn't have been here, we would just carry on carp fishing, wouldn't have mattered. But we actually, you know, so the actual power of these beasts and the ferocity and the excitement for that, you know, when you hook one, it's brought us up here. It's probably cost us, I don't know, 10 carp we could have caught down the bottom, but it doesn't matter. One little bit, we're enjoying it up here. So it's a funny atmosphere, you know, it's different up here. The pads, it's the wooden, you know, it's almost like a predator lake. It almost fits the part of a cat lake, so we have enjoyed our time. And I know Gary's very keen to get one, having sort of a share in the one we got, really, but he wants one of his own. Yeah, I don't blame him. So we're up here again. We've made it the most stinkiest bait in the world. Giant pellets. I brought them stinky pellets from something. Anyway, we've now added some pilchard mix, and we just sort of put it out as well. So crikey, they should smell it. We certainly blooming can. So yeah, again on the block rigs, and yeah, just sitting back now, because when it kicks off, doesn't it? So hopefully, in anticipation. Morning. Last full day for us. It's Friday today, so yeah, up and out and back to the middle part of the lake. Last night Gary fished, obviously the night. I was seeing Gary, but when I got up this morning he was still in his bivvy. I don't know how many fish he had last night, but the night time, I would say, for I can only talk about our week, how it's been for this week. From about 7:30 to 9 or so, it's really kicked off, especially down the right hand side near the so that's the bank where the road is, where you come in. So I don't know, mate, Gary, at one time he had like 2 on the go, and I was helping I was trying to do the barbecue, and he had fish on the go there. So yeah, been busy at that time. During the day, not quite so busy, so we spent some time up at the Cat Lake. We're going to go to the Cat Lake again this afternoon. So far just the 1 cat banked and 1 lost, so we'll give that another go. Yeah, it's been a good week. I mean, like Gary's fish nights, I decided not to fish nights this week for the first time ever. My choice, so that's what I enjoyed, and it's what I wanted to do. So what else you get? You get the 3 lakes, if I mentioned 3 lakes with EMV for this year. If Bill changes it, I don't know. So we've had the Cat Lake, we've had the Middle Lake, which we haven't fished. We intended to have a go, but we never really got round to it. And obviously the House Lake here. The lodge itself, or the house, if you want, absolutely fantastic standard. 2 bedrooms, 1 double bed and 2 singles. Both en suite. There's another toilet in the house. Kitchen facilities is fantastic. Big oven and everything. You don't need to bring in cutlery or anything at all. It's all provided. There's a washing machine and tumble dryer in the garage, so that's all available. And there's another fishing shed along the main bank as well. With in fact, there's a fridge and bits and pieces in there as well. So you don't really need for anything. All you'd ever need to bring is your food and drinks. So it's been a really nice, comfortable week. Going back to some of the trips we used to have, having to walk a mile to the toilet and no batteries or anything like that. It's been good. So last day, the sun is out. The sun has been out more or less all this week, and it's the first week in September, so we've been like a little bit of rain once when we went out that Cat Lake, but it's been good. So hopefully I'll get another couple of fish today, and we'll do battle on that catfish again later. It's Friday night now, so it's our last night, so really the end of the holiday here at EMV. Yeah, it's been good. It's been good fun. Good things and bad things. Probably for me, I've enjoyed sleeping in the bed, but actually, you know what, I haven't had my rods in the drink long enough, to be honest. I know it's because it's dark. We usually come early in the year, and that's why it's red hot. So I decided to sleep in there, but I've been getting up at 7:30, and I've been bringing my rods in at night and going to the Catfish Lake. So I think probably I haven't had my rods in long enough. We have had so far 33 fish. The biggest carp was one I had about 3/4 an hour ago, 38 pounds, so that was good. I had another 34, so we've been doing okay. I've probably lost about 4 or 5 fish, including the sturgeon at least 3 times. I think early in the week my rigs, I was using a fluorocarbon slip D rig. You know what, I mean, they've caught many fish, but when I changed to the combi link, longer hair, it was a better choice. It took me like 3 days to figure it anyway. Never mind. So yeah, that was good. The cat lake was good. We enjoyed it. We spent quite a bit of time up the cat lake. It's probably cost us best part of 20 fish down here. But anyway, okay. So we had the 70-pound catfish early in the week on our first visit, and then we got smashed up by another one. I made a mistake. I used somebody. I've never done it before. This year is the first time I've ever used somebody else's rigs. It's Amazon. Go on Amazon when you've had a drink and buy things. Then you know how it is. We've all done it. So that hook straightened. That cost me a fish. But yeah, catfish lake has been good fun. Been all right. And obviously, Gaz, what do you reckon? You enjoyed it?
Yeah, it's good. Great week. Yeah, very good. Good weather. Good fishing. Good food. Yeah.
Good food, yeah.
Good week.
We had a nice, the barbecues here, facilities are good. So, yeah, anything you would not so keen on?
I'd get rid of the sturgeon.
Sturgeon.
Out of their house lake. They're a pest.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like to Billy here managed the lake, I guess LEC's. I guess it's not really for the real hardcore carp, but he can choose. It's his first season, so he can choose which way the lake goes. Probably if he wants really big fish in, there's probably almost too many, but that'd be Bill. He can take the lake and the complex in the way he wants, but it's certainly a very tidy, nice complex. And after some hard trips, we've done okay. We've done all right. We've had a few hard graphs on some pretty tough carp lakes, but this is not really the case here, and it's been exactly what we thought. So yeah, it's good all in all. I'd never met Billy, but thanks for everything, Bill. We try to keep everything tidy. We washed the patio down 2 or 3 times with hot water, and yeah, so everything's been good. So if you want to come to EMV, look on the website or Facebook, get in contact with Bill, and you can get yourself a week here. So lovely. And actually, for a change, there's been fish on our video, so that's a miracle in itself. So nice one, guys. We'll leave you. We might have a couple of fish tonight. We usually get a couple of fish in the evening, or Gary does. So we could just push over to 40, I reckon. So good stuff. Yeah, thanks, guys. Next year, Forest Pool. Then we're back to Badger's Holt the year after. We've got some UK fishing. I'm in Thailand February. I've got 2 days after I get back from here, I've got a knee replacement op, so I've got to get that sorted, and so that's going to give me a bit of time off work. So, but guys, nice one. Thanks for watching the video. Cheers.